We have our current concentration in English and American literature now for about 15 years. And the profession has changed a lot. Students' tastes and interests have changed a lot. So we decided it was time to revisit the way we teach English and American literature. Some of what we have done in the past we're going to retain, but there are a lot of new elements. Our old concentration of English and American literature, which will stay in effect for continuing students, consists of two parts. There are 5 courses that are foundation courses, and they're survey courses. There's a course in a major author, and a course that we call Ways of Reading Literature. And then there are 8 advanced courses. We're going to keep the same structure in our new concentration for English and American literature, but we're going to change the mix just a little. The first introductory course is going to be a course in how to approach literary study, which we call Introduction to Literary Studies. I like to think of interpreting literature as taking apart a watch. A watch has many fine pieces, many intricate pieces, and they all fit together. And unless you know the structure, then you don't know the watch. Then we have a course that we're going to carry over from our old concentration into the new major, or to the new concentration, and that is Ways of Reading. In addition to looking at the parts of the watch, one needs to know how other people are interpreting the watch, or looking at the watch, or thinking about the watch. And so in Ways of Reading, what we try to do is show students that there's not one way to interpret literature, but in fact many different ways. Those are the first 2 foundation courses. After that, we have 3 survey courses of English, American, and world literature, and we call each one of them constructing. That is, constructing British literature, constructing American literature, and constructing global literature. Each one of them is intended to approach these areas in a way that we really haven't done before. What we typically do in a survey course is to link a national literature to its culture, and we go chronologically. What we're going to try to do in this course is to mix things up and to show that there are all kinds of connections between courses and writers and even national cultures. So, for example, to use an example that scholars have used, there is a work in American literature that many students have read by a writer named Mary Rowlandson, who was taken captive by Native Americans in the late 1600s. There are scholars who argue that that text, which Rowlandson published, is the basis for work in English literature, especially by Samuel Richardson and others, 100 and more years later. So that theme of captivity can be found in various ways and can influence various kinds of writers. So what we're going to try to do is to look not only at national cultures and literary history, but also of the way different cultures and histories influence each other. And each one of these approaches will vary with each one of the professors. So those are the basic courses. The one difference between these constructing courses and the courses that they are designed to replace, which were survey courses of periods in literary history, is that we won't feel bound anymore to attack or to address one area alone. In those advanced courses, those 8 courses that we have, there is one new course we're adding. It's a junior-senior seminar. And in that course, we're going to do something with our majors in this concentration that we haven't really done before, and that is ask each one of them to engage in a seminar research format. So students will be discussing a topic that varies each semester with peers and with the professor, and then they will engage in independent research and produce some sort of research paper. Now, this is an extremely important and valuable skill. It translates into the ability to do independent work and to do it quickly and to think critically and accurately, to find solutions and to report on them in a convincing and concise way. And that's an extremely valuable career skill.